Hello everybody, it's Erin and welcome to Heatwave Erin. Erin does not appreciate heat waves, but San Diego has decided to just be incredibly hot. So I'm gonna make this pretty quick. My air conditioner is going and it's actually set way higher than it normally is because we're trying to save energy so they don't take our power away. So I'm gonna be quick. I got 5 things done in the month of August, which is cool. And it's kind of, I think, the most coloring I've done this year. And so first off, we have fanciful dogs in secret places, and I did the pug, and I think he's like all the way in the back. Yeah, I did the pug, and I did him almost all in pencil. Yeah, all in pencil except for the black paint around the edges. But yeah, it's all pencil. I don't know that I'll do this again. Honestly, I wanted to test how it would go and how I would do everything in pencil and what it would look like if I could get the, blending and stuff the way that I prefer in my coloring. And the answer is mostly yes, but it took way more work than I'm honestly able to do. This took a very long time to do, considering you saw this picture in the previous video, I'm pretty sure, because I've been showing you guys my works in progress as well. So yeah, unfortunately this took a while, and I feel like I could have gotten much more done if I had used some of my other mediums. So I might do that from now on. We'll see. I did kind of like going slower. It's a complicated thing. I took all of August off of streaming, and clearly if you're here you'll notice that you didn't get any other videos either. I thought of them, but I've also just really been enjoying being quiet, so not speaking for 4 hours every other day has been nice. And while considering videos, I didn't actually make any and just working on other things, but I have been creating, obviously. So here's the next picture. This one's from a book called Year of Witches by a author I cannot pronounce. It starts with 2 U's and I'm like, huh? But it's on Amazon, and of course, being on Amazon, it is awful paper. Just it's the worst copier paper in the Amazon prints. I hated it, so I printed it on Copic paper because I'm not putting up with that. And I get much better pictures out of there. And it being so hot here, I basically said, you know what? I want it to be autumn already. It just needs to be autumn. I want to start Halloween coloring. I hate summer. I am not a hot weather person. I hate summer. I hate the sun. I hate all of it. So I'm basically been hiding in my apartment even more than usual, which is kind of a crazy because I'm agoraphobic clinically. So the fact that summer is even worse, like I won't even get in the car to go to doctor's appointments. I'm just like, no, not leaving. So yeah, it needs to be autumn. 100 and something degrees outside. It just needs to stop. But so I wanted to look at a cozy picture. I wanted to look at a cool picture. I wanted to bring some autumn into my world. And I also Googled like autumn pastel because I am awful at pastels. I always want to add saturation to things, which you'll see with the next pictures. I always want to do very saturated looks, and I was just like, okay, try and fight that and do pastel-y-ness, and it sort of worked. So yeah, this is Copic and polychromos because those are the 2 materials that I love using. And also I got a replacement for like several of my Copics because, well, they're 12 years old for one, and they needed nibs replaced, and I didn't like the fine tip nibs. I feel like it just kind of wrecked the integrity of my pencil or my markers. And there was a sale, so they were only like $4.20 each, which I know is still expensive, but when you're looking at the retail price of $8, $4.20 each is something you're gonna jump on, so I did. And I got like 25 of them, so I wanted to be able to use as many as I could. So I did have to like hold off on this picture like halfway through the month waiting for that package to get here because somebody broke into our mailing, our post boxes here, and so we don't even get mail here. So we can only get mail on Saturdays at the postal annex. It's not even the post office, it's a postal annex. And it was like, okay, they're here, but I still have to wait, and I want, like, the wood color was what I was out of, so I was, like, staring at it, and I'm just like, I need to do this wood. I want to do this wood color, but it's, like, gone. It was totally out. I needed a new marker, so. And then the same thing with the green. I was out of that one, and it turned out, like, every single color that I had picked, I was actually waiting for that package, so this took me, like, 2 weeks, because I had to wait that whole time. And I was just staring at it like, I want to work on you so bad. And then this one is from the new Mythagoria series. Instead of mythographic, there's Mythagoria. This is the one by Fabiana Attanasio. I'm not usually a fan of her work, but I did like this one, so I picked it up again. It went on. It says it's on discount, but that's because, like, it's $14 or something like that instead of $17. So, all right. I mean, it's better than $17, right? I really like this picture. I don't really have a problem with horror stuff. I'm not a super, like, horror story kind of person, but I don't have a problem with some spoopy imagery. And I picked this one because it reminded me a lot of the video game Red Dead Redemption 2, and I played that a bunch on my gaming channel, which you probably shouldn't watch, but there is a creepy bayou area, and it rains there a lot. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but there are some creepy people that live there. There is a creepy taxidermy guy, and this just, like, really brought that up in my mind, so I was like, okay, that's cool. I think the funniest thing about this picture was when I started with the pig, I wanted to make it, I was thinking of a boar instead, and so I was like, oh yeah, I'll make him black and everything, and it'll have a lot of fur. And then I realized that it's a pig, not a boar, so I was like, okay. Well, I wanted to have black spots and the rest of it be pink, and without looking up a reference or anything, I just colored it that way, and I was like, oh no, what if they don't exist? Well, thankfully they do. I was like, oh no, I think it's white, I think it's like a white fur with black spots. Is there a pink fur or pink skin with black spots? There is, so it's okay. But I had to Google afterwards, and I was like, oh my god, because I am a very rooted in reality kind of person, especially when I'm copying, like, the rest of it. Not copying, but I'm using as a reference a picture from the video game for everything else to make it more realistic. So it was very much like, oh no, did I just ruin the, like, main feature of this page? But no, I didn't. The other thing is I also printed this on Copic paper because the paper in that book is awful. It's like the same copy paper, even though it's not an Amazon print. I don't know what they did, but if you buy the Mythographic series and you're expecting that paper, you're not getting it. My air conditioning is coming on again because, ooh, man, it's getting hot. It is fine, but if you hear it, yeah, that's what it is. It is hot, hot, hot under these lights, too, being fast. The next one that I got is from the Hocus Pocus book. I wanted to get the villains one also from this series, but they sold out before I got money, so Hocus Pocus it is, which is fine because I really like the style of the art in this book. I like the movie, like, I'm not one of those, like, oh my god, I need Hocus Pocus everything. But I did enjoy the movie, and I really like the art, and Mary is actually my favorite one, so I colored a picture of her first. And I also just used pencils on this one. I did notice that my watercolor pens, or not watercolor, my water-based Tombow markers did go through, but the thing is, if you put down a layer of pencil first and then put the marker on top, it doesn't go through because there's a big old slick of wax on there, so it's not going to absorb, right? So that's how I did the background of here, and then the actual purple background is, so this does not want to behave. The actual purple background is Distress Paint, or not Distress Paint, Distress ink. Distress Paint's a different thing. But yeah, I used Prismacolor and Polychromos on all of her, essentially, just like the whole thing. And I originally looked up a screenshot and I started coloring and it was like the wrong colors, so I actually looked up her costume for the movie so that I could get the colors more accurate, and I think it worked. So, and then the very last picture is also from the previous Year of Witches coloring book. By that name I can't pronounce because there's too many U's in it. And what I did though was I added this gate here in the background and this scarecrow And a few of these pumpkins, some of them are on this page, but a few of the ones especially pushed into the back there, I added those with digital stamps from Sweet November stamps, and it was easier that way because, again, I scanned this and reprinted it out because I was not about to color on that awful paper. And if you're one of those people that's just like, oh, I want to make the paper work, I don't have a problem, you do you. I don't care what you do. But the thing is, like, I did it for so many years of I'll just make it work, I'll make the paper work. And one of the video ideas I have is the top 5 fails in 5 years of coloring or whatever. And every single that I've picked out personally has been done on different paper, has been done on just not great paper. And it reinforces my idea of, you know what, I'm just going to print things on the paper that I like to use and use the supplies that I like to use. And that's a me thing. You can do whatever you want. Like I said, I don't care what you do in your own home. But for me, I was not going to color on that crappy paper. So yeah, I've got three pages that I printed because the books were just disappointing. But you know what? The pictures came out really good. So am I mad about it? No. You know what? If it cost me an extra, I forget, I think it's like 30 cents per sheet of paper. It's not cheap. I never said it was. But if it had cost me an extra 30 sheet of for every page that I'm coloring and it comes out like this and I'm happy with it, I'm fine. I also wanted to make some more whimsical, pumpkins. This is not how you color pumpkins for realism. That's not what I was going for. I was going for whimsy, so I think I did that. But yeah, if you're coloring realistic pumpkins, the dark part is not on the top, just so you know. Don't color them like that. I wanted to for style choice, but it's not traditional. And then I had some fun with the texture on their outfits and the little ghosts coming out of their drink. I don't know what's up with that, but it's cute. So that's what I did. And that was my August. I don't know what September is going to bring, aside from I've already started coloring another picture from the Mythagoria book. I don't think I'm going to get the other one, but there's like one page in it that I like, and that's about it. But so I already started coloring this one. Again, printed it out, so not dealing with that paper. But aside from that, I'm not really sure what my plans are. I know a lot of people do the videos of what I plan on coloring, but you see, the thing is, if I film a video like that and I put it out, then I'm putting all this pressure on myself, and I'm going to be disappointed if I don't get to it. So I'm gonna do a thing, and if it gets done, it gets done, and if it doesn't, it doesn't, and it's fine. So yes, I have ideas for, like I said, I want to do the top 5 or top 10 or top 7, because 7's a fun number of fails for coloring. Aside from that, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I'm taking a break from streaming, probably not indefinitely, but indefinitely is a nebulous enough word that it's good. It's mostly apt. So yeah, let's say indefinitely. It's an apt word, and but I will still be producing things here. It's just a matter of what and when. So you won't have a schedule because I don't do that. Aside from these, I'm going to still try and make these. If I actually get stuff colored, I'll still show it to you. It'll work out. And then I've got all of this Halloween crafts I can do. So we'll see what I actually get to. But summer needs to just go away. Summer needs to stop. Can we agree? I know some people like summer. I don't understand you. We are different breeds of people. But I need winter and I need it now. But I will settle for fall, okay? Because at least fall has pretty colors, right? Yeah. I live in San Diego. The leaves don't change. Literally nothing changes except the temperature. It's fine. Anyway, I'm rambling. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one, all right? Goodbye, everybody.